Hello.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
We have already Christian saying hi to us. So, hello, Christian. Thanks
Hey,
for joining us today.
thanks for joining us. It's the second Vibe marketing session. The last time the results were pretty amazing, I hope. So we decided to follow something similar in terms of the structure, but we have a different case. It's not Milka, it's not chocolate. I mean, there is some similarity with the brand that we have and the chocolate because
Definitely.
there is some resemblance, but we'll let you know about it later. I think okay, I can see the chat. Nice. Okay, so this is already improvement because now I can see the comments in real time. Hey Michael, hey Honor.
Yeah.
We'll probably
Just
wait a few, maybe like 1 minute, 2 minutes for the people to join, and then we'll jump straight to the demo.
exactly. So, just to kickstart, yes, I talked to Son yesterday. He has a question already prepared to do to us. So, we were having a call. It would be great to start, so you guys let us know from where you're talking. Rafal is in Abu Dhabi. I'm in Brazil, so we have a team a bit abroad today.
Yeah, it's already getting a little late here, but the energy is still here. The vibe is still here. So,
Yeah,
where are you all? It's not calling from, but watching from more, I would say.
yeah. Kenya, very
That
from Kenya.
that is amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay,
I like
so
our people here, so it's really nice to see you all guys joining, always active.
exactly. So I think let's start.
Yeah,
As you know or you don't know, this is our second session for Vibe Marketing in Motion. So basically, I will soon explain what Vibe Marketing is in relation to AI, of course, and Digital First AI, our tool. First of all, I wanted to quickly kind of go through the things that we promised to go through today.
yeah.
So in under 60 minutes, we'll basically build new campaign ideas and we're gonna turn them into fully structured social media assets. So after this webinar, not only you will see the content it will generate, that could be like a mood board that sets the visual tone. We'll generate some messaging frameworks that can convert. We're going to generate content pillars and channel specific ideas for the use case that we have prepared and ready to execute brief for your team or clients. So these are actually not everything. These are only some of the points that we'll cover today. And there's going to be a little surprise in the end of it. And you're going to get some code for the exclusive access to our tool. But also everything that they will share, like last time, we will also share it with you. So both the content that I'm going to generate live now, also the templates that I'm going to use for my content, you'll get access to this, and the messaging framework cheat sheet is also going to be included. Okay, so yeah, UK, nice, Charlotte, London, that's amazing. Hello,
Yeah.
Anil. In Buenos Aires, Maria, this is something closer to you.
Sí, Sebastian, we are neighbors. Yeah, we have people from pretty much all over the world today. This is very exciting, to be honest.
I'm
Oh,
kind of surprised we don't have many Polish people. I
oh,
think last time we had more.
yeah,
All right, so let's jump straight to first
that's
of all a quick definition and explanation. If you have not heard it yet, basically there's a new category of marketing tools. It is not only a category. Basically, this is a mindset. Vibe marketing. This is the term of it. It's definitely having its moment right now. And what this means is that even if you don't have a big marketing team, even if you don't have a lot of knowledge about how to prompt, which LLM models are the best today, basically vibe marketing can help you a lot and like how to be more effective. We are defining this, and by the way, we have also a full blog article about it, so we'll also share it with you. Maybe Maria, you can even share it during this webinar. We are defining this vibe marketing in a framework. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. First of all, you can say something. So what does it mean is that, for example, as easy as craft a marketing plan to promote new product launch in Brazil, include creative campaign ideas. So before vibe marketing and before AI agents, you had to know more about how to prompt AI to get better results. Now that this knowledge is not as necessary as it was before, because basically now the agents can pick up your idea, they can start the whole reasoning process and actually pick the LLMs. Basically every 2 weeks, or maybe, I don't know, sometimes even every week, we are getting a new leader about something. So there's a new AI for images, there's a new AI for deep research, there's a new AI for video generation. And we don't want you to know all of that, because these are the agents. I mean, they know that better. So you say something naturally, you explain your goals, you explain the task that you want to brief, then you add something. So we know that you might have a lot of data, you might have PDF files, presentations, you might have some websites, and actually we are going to use 2 files today as the only input for AI. So you can add something to this first step, then you can see something. So what this means is that even in our tool, you will be able to kind of structurize all content. You will have full control on every step of this. So if you compare this, for example, to tools like ChatGPT or Claude, you don't have that much freedom in every step of generation. So in vibe marketing, you basically can start from any point, you can change any point, and you can like basically pick up from any kind of step, and then you run something. And this, I think this is probably one of the biggest changes, is that instead of having one idea, you can have 100 ideas. Instead of building one creative asset for your perfect marketing campaign, you can create like 1,000 images. And basically running at scale, I think this is the biggest advantage of vibe marketing that we are now positioning at. And finally, I think that the magic of this whole process is whenever you like something, you can easily templatize this into workflows. And this is also a big part of our tool, is that if you build a workflow that starts with something and you have the outcome of it, you can easily save this as a template. And whenever you have a new marketing initiative idea or something like that, you can reapply the same workflow, but for a different client, for a different product, for a different market. But basically the playbook is already saved there. Okay, I didn't expect that, but yeah, that's funny. We have a roadmap. I don't want to focus on that too much, but basically the roadmap is today at the level between the 3rd and 4th. We're not autonomous yet. AI cannot work by itself yet. AI cannot be proactive yet, which still means that we have a lot of importance in the whole process, because we are basically the architects of everything that AI is doing for us. But we know that in the future, probably the AI and the agents will be proactive, and they will actually come to you and give you some ideas, even if you didn't ask for it. So that's the difference. Okay, I think that's enough. What we have prepared for you today is basically a new partnership between 2 very well-known brands. And let me now go and create a new project.
So just to give an overview of this partnership, there is only a press release and some social media posts. We don't know what this partnership it is, but seems to be something very powerful that we are all excited for, which is KitKat and Formula One. So I'm sharing just the link in the chat so you can know what we will be creating for. And based on that, we want to understand what this partnership can, all the potential it can bring to us. So, Rafael, back to you.
Sure, maybe just let's quickly show the announcement that we found.
Yes.
Yes, I'm now opening this. So you will see that KitKat on their main website, they actually announced this Formula One partnership. It's a multi-year global partnership. I guess it's going to be huge for both parties. So we had an idea, like, how can we show what Vibe marketing is if we worked for the social media team of KitKat? So we decided, okay, let's help them a little with creating new content, new ideas, because like with the both brands, with the chocolate brands and the racing category, there can be so creative. You can get so creative with like how to build assets, ideas, how to make them, on brand, how to make them align to specifics of the channels. So we are actually going to use this as an example. Of course, this is going to be very subjective from our side, but still you will also see like how AI can help you with this. So, we have an agent that basically you start from here, but you can also have a template that we saved for today, which we called a moodboard generator. So now I'm picking this moodboard generator template, I'm clicking use here, and you will see that our tool already kind of predefined some of the steps that we would like to accomplish and we would like to go through. And we will start from the left side. Basically, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, and these are all the steps that have been predefined by us, and they can work for any different clients. So it's not only for KitKat and Formula One, this is pretty much universal. And the template that I'm showing to you right now, you'll also get access to it, so you can try this on any different use case. So let's go to the left side, which is called initial input. And there's 2 steps required for this workflow to work. And the first basically is a document. So I just click this button here. I have saved our KitKat F1 press release that was also shared on the same website that I presented to you just in a second ago. And so now I uploaded this PDF file to this first block. In a few seconds, you will see the actual look of that file. Exactly, this is it. KitKat becomes the official chocolate bar. There's not a lot of content. You will see that this is basically like a one-pager. And this is everything we know about this partnership. And the second thing is that I'm going to actually use the URL that I showed to you, kitkat.com/Formula1. I'm saving this, and now it's getting scraped. So what it means, it's getting scraped, is basically the data from the website is now saved. But when you click right on our board and you click show all edges, you will see that we already specified, and the agent actually connected it, where our files will be important in the process. And actually, this is all connected already. So from this, actually from only those 2 documents, we are going to build brand guidelines, because we need to know what kind of brand KitKat is and what kind of brand Formula One is. So what we are going to do here is what we were going to ask AI to analyze the content provided and the 2 files here. So you'll see now that our website is already scraped, the PDF is already scraped, and now I'm clicking this generate button, which is our second step in the process, to extract the data from the files. So here, what we see is now we are getting a brand identity of KitKat. What kind of colors are they using? The same for Formula One, the typography, the logo, the tone of messaging, so the messaging examples, the style guidelines. So everything we're able to extract from those documents. Of course, if I had more, I could easily just drag and drop it here, and I could easily extract more information about those 2. The next point is that part of the prompt in this step, we already started to develop some really initial ideas. So here we actually already generated 4 concepts: break the pace, pit stop perfection, break like a champion. I already see the resemblance with the current KitKat slogan, by the way, and the 4th concept. What I can do is I can either think, okay, I like this, and let's go to the next step, or I can just click regenerate if I decide that, okay, I'm curious about some other ideas that this step is going to give us. So now we're doing the same. We're extracting all the files, and let's give it like 10 seconds. We're also extracting information about the audiences. And now we are generating the concepts: pit stop break, break champions. I think the word break is actually a really nice one in terms of the correlation between the brands, because there's so many breaks in both the moments of those brands that this could be a really cool kind of, platform. Okay, so now we have pit stop break, break champions, the 9075 break, 2 legends, 1 sweet celebrations, global track breaks. Let's go to the next step. Let's say, okay, I like those ideas. So what we prepared here is now for each of those steps. As you can see, the only thing I'm doing is I'm clicking generate. So I'm not even prompting anything because it's already understood by AI. So what happens now is for each of those 4 concepts, we are generating 5 image inspirations. So we have the first concept, pit stop break, prompt number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same for the second concept, for the third concept, for the 4th one. It's still getting generated. You'll see that for each of it, there's like a short image prompt. And if you guess what happens next, we're going to actually generate the images and all the assets. Let me just click generate now so we can actually generate a lot of images at scale. So we don't even have to focus on one. As you can see, I just go and I just click for all the images here. Yeah, third concept.
And those are just the mood boards based on that simple initial input we have added. So in the next steps, we'll be showing how to create actual social assets for your campaigns. But those already, as you will see, they can be already very much aligned. While it generates, I have a question, Rafał, that maybe you can answer. Just to explain, Marvin asked to explain in detail, but I think for this live we will not be able. What are the options in the left sidebar and how to use them?
Okay, so once we have some assets getting generated here, I think that's the right moment to answer that. I'm actually not using any of the, okay, we're getting first images. If you click here in the sidebar, you'll see all the list of tools that are that can be connected as a workflow. So first we have text models. So basically, whenever you want to generate anything with an LLM like GPT or Claude or Gemini, this is basically the block. And also remember that you can connect 2 blocks together. You can click configure. You can write your own prompt. You can pick the model. It depends how advanced you want to go. It's an option. Then you have the image models. So actually here what we're doing with the assets is that we are using GPT images model and we connected it from here. So all those models that we have integrated are here, and basically I can just easily drag and drop an image model. I can connect any prompt to it like this, and I will get the outcome similar to the one that you see here. And then all the image models are here. We have researches, a lot of researches. So Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Reddit, Facebook, and things like that. They can also be part of your workflows. So let's say that now we wanted to scrape last 15 Instagram posts from KitKat, so we can also understand their brand better. I could easily add this to the board and basically connect it as a part of the flow. Oh, wow, we're getting really creative with some of the images here. but they're still getting generated. So we have those researchers, and all of them can be part of the workflow. Then we have the scrapers. So basically, remember how we scraped. Just remove this. Remember how we scraped this website? We exactly use this quick web scraper. If you have really quick websites and not very advanced, you can use it. If you have more content, you can use the deep web scraper, and that can also be part of the blog. Inputs, so basically your own files can be here. Video, this is still experimental, but you are actually able to produce videos based on images. Utilities, so basically you will see that some of the blocks are in a yellow group, some of them are in a blue one, some of them are in an orange one. And so we have a lot of tools to basically help you kind of structurize the data that you have. Okay, I'm getting really curious about all the generations. So I have to now, I think, check what happens here. I actually love, yeah.
Also, Vera is asking, how do you add text to the images generated with the workflow? And the answer is it's in the prompt. So if you can show what is being showed in the prompt, so Vera can understand better.
And this one here?
Yeah.
Okay, so
actually,
basically,
the prompt is generated by AI. So the concept prompts.
The concept prompts here?
Yeah.
Okay. So this prompt was also written by AI, so it wasn't us like manually prompted, but the part about creative concept, it was here. So basically, if you want to use it, you can also feel free to copy and paste it. But in the next step, I will actually show it to you, like how we create those prompts with AI. So actually, this will be the follow-up to this step once we have all the images ready. So yeah, basically, look what happened. It's like for all those creative concepts, we have generated 5 images for each. So this is the pit stop break. So you will see that there's a pit stop and having a KitKat. There is like this different kind of style that was there. Actually, I really like this one, the break champions. This looks amazing, and I like this the trophy in chocolate. I'm not sure, but maybe KitKat would like to use it actually. This is more kind of like the 1975 break, so I can see that probably there is some resemblance in terms of the history of KitKat, I guess, and maybe this is like how they would show the changes in the brand and the Formula One, and the last one is global truck brakes. So this is the last concept that we have. The beauty of this is that, first of all, I can easily go back and I could regenerate all those concepts with me guiding it towards, I don't know, a particular idea that I like from it. Or I can change the prompt. So even let's say I'm going to click regenerate now. And we can regenerate only a part of the process. So let's say that we don't like the first creative line. Of course, if you regenerate it, it's still going to be here. Even though you have generated something, you will see that in the bottom of every block, there is like, you can go back in history. So if you prefer the previous generation, you can easily go back to it and actually do this. Yeah. So now we have generated a new kind of, iteration of prompts. And now what I could do is I could easily regenerate some of the concepts. And this is how quickly you can iterate ideas, or you can validate ideas. So basically, this gives you like infinite possibilities in terms of how many concepts you can build, how many images you can iterate. And then based on that, okay, now I see, for example, this one, I like this, I want to build something around those kind of images. So let's say that we are going for a next step. So what happens next? I'm going back to the concepts now. And let me think of, or maybe no, let's make it more interactive. Which concept from the 4 of these would you like us to expand? Would it be the first, second, third, and fourth? I think, to be honest, the break champions probably has the biggest potential. Everyone breaks differently, everyone wins. I don't want to tell you, but you pick the one that we are going to build a campaign around. So if Maria, you can check the comment section and.
Okay, we have the second one. We only selected the second.
Okay, so we have the second one. So what I'm going to do next is I'm actually building this block. I'm connecting our document to it here. I'm going to pick a model, let's say O3. So it's the second concept. So now I'm writing this based on the brief and the concept. Number 2, create a campaign narrative that includes a unifying theme or message, a short tagline or slogan, 3 to 5 content pillars or story angles we will develop across the campaign. Use a tone that aligns with the branding and guidelines. And finally, show this visually in a markdown format. Use colors, backgrounds, headlines. That's it. So now I'm generating this block based on our, let's say, brand guidelines and concepts document that we generated in the second step based on this. And now we are developing an idea for a campaign. It's called Pit Stop Perfection. We have some content pillars, which are the 2-second snap, high-speed slow-mos of pit crews, crew chemistry, tech meets treat, and fun pit stop challenge. So basically, this is some kind of a campaign idea based on the content that we had here. And now let's make it more agentic. I don't want to write prompts anymore. I want our agents to do that for me. So I'm clicking this block here. You will see when I click it, actually, this will be selected. So you will see that once we have this selected, now we are chatting about this thing. But I'm also adding the second one by holding Alt. So now I have 2 selected nodes. And now I'm writing a simple prompt to our agent. I want you to create an Instagram campaign for the KitKat F1 partnership based on the creative concept attached, including social media copy and images, and maybe image assets for, let's make this 7-day long, for a 7-day Instagram content campaign. Some typos. Finish with a summary in a table format. So this is a difference in the process that we have showed so far, because what happens now is it's going to be our agent building all the next steps for us. So as you will see here, what now starts to happen in this chat is the agent. Actually, let's see the reasoning behind. The user wants me to create an Instagram campaign for the KitKat partnership based on the provided creative concept. I need to plan a 7-day Instagram content. From the selected nodes I can see. So you see that the things that we have created is already kind of saved by the agent. I'll use the Pit Stop Perfection team as the foundation for the Instagram campaign, incorporating the 5 content pillars, the 2-second snap, crew chemistry, tech meets treat, and all of that. So this is everything that we basically wanted. Now, I have 16 steps already defined. So all of them will include prompts, automatic prompts, and LLMs picked by the agent. So I can either remove some steps or I can give it like more instructions. But now let's say I like the plan. Oh, good. Let's continue. And in the next step, you will see like how those those 16 steps are going to become blocks on the table. It's also going to be structurized. The prompts will be written automatically, but you will also be able to change them. So we will be able to check what actually was there. So I will do that. And now this agent store should start its work really, really soon. Campaign launch, this 2-second snap, crew chemistry, tech meet street, and pit stop challenge, precision recipes, and campaign wrapper. Yeah, so look what happens here. Yeah,
that's really
yeah, you can see that the content is connected to one of the nodes that we have created before. So it's not a new kind of generation. This is already aligned to what we're doing. In the first block, there is this Instagram campaign strategy. Let me maybe take it out, because this will be important. This is our first document. Yeah, let's wait until it's finished.
Can you zoom in a bit so we can see a bit the results?
Sure. It's still getting generated, so I'm waiting until it's done.
Of course. So we have a hashtag strategy, posting strategy, engagement tactics, performance metrics, implementation guidelines. You have basically the full strategy there.
Exactly. Pit stop, perfection, snap, swap, speed on. We have campaign theme and messaging, key messages, voice characteristics, brand expression. Yeah, and the content calendar we wanted so much. So if you look actually at the things that we generated before, it would be pretty much aligned to this. Hero post, story sequence, cinematic split screen video showing pit crew tire changing alongside KitKat snap in identical 2-second windows. This could be interesting. And then what we have next, where was I? One sec. Team chemistry Tuesday, technical Wednesday, throwback Thursday, and basically things like that. In the next step, you will see that all the content for Instagram is now generated. So for each of those days, we have the copy, we have an image prompt, and here we are going to have the image that can be posted on Instagram. So now we're basically generating campaigns for Instagram based on something that we have created before as our guidelines. Yeah, this was part of the strategy one. I messed with the group, so let me group it once again, like this. Yep.
We have a few questions already. I will just, the others I will answer with a bit of time, but one, Son is asking if it's on the roadmap to be able to connect to accounts and set to draft or publish directly to the social platform directly.
Yep, absolutely. It's on our calendar right now. We're thinking how to do that best. So basically, all the content here could be also posted and planned for the actual campaign on Instagram. So yes, pretty much we're doing this. Yeah, let's still wait. Maybe when this is getting generated, or maybe if you have other content, other questions, let me know.
Yeah, Winnie is asking if it can generate also videos and animations. I think he didn't see the Kling AI that we have. So yes, you can generate videos all based on prompts, and you can refer all the images to it, so you can ensure it's brand aligned.
I can just quickly show where it is. So basically, if you go here, you drag and drop your Kling AI block, you connect your image to it. Basically, you could describe in the prompt what kind of animation based on that image would you like to create. Just know that generating videos can take from 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes even more. So this is not instant, but still you can absolutely do this. So yeah, yeah, we are still getting our images generated for the campaign. By the way, if you really liked something, then let's say I want to go back to this document. I also have a full screen button here. So if you want to have a focus just on that document, you can easily just click this full screen button here. Also, you can save this. So for example, I'm now clicking this save button here. You will see that it's successfully saved this file. Now I can go back to my project list, and actually there is going to be a new tab that is going to say save files. And when you click on that, you can actually have this one block turned into a document. And also here, you can turn this into a PDF, into a Microsoft Word file, or you can actually change something here, and then also it's going to be changed here in the document on that board. So you can save this, you can reuse this, you can regenerate this. It basically depends on your use case. Pit stop challenge, I guess this could be something funny in terms of like KitKat and like how quick you can snap it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. And once again, the beauty of vibe marketing is that I can easily go back to any step of this and basically regenerate anything. So let's say,
sorry, while we have the last image being generated, can you quickly show us how to create an easy persona profile based on the campaign? I think it would be interesting to see.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another block, or I can actually ask my agent to generate persona based on that document, or I can quickly connect it to this block. I can write something as simple as generate a marketing persona for our Instagram campaign. We have something that is called operators, but maybe we'll show that in our next webinar. But basically, just a quick teaser, operator can define the layout of your generation. So I have actually, I have created a layout for marketing personas before, and I can easily apply it for any data to be always in the same kind of structure. So actually now we are using an HTML to build this live. Claude 3.7 is the model responsible for that HTML generation. And as you will see, it was as easy as connecting my source file to this, picking the operator to define the layout, and that's it. So for any campaign, for any project, you can easily generate those personas. If you wanted to change something in terms of the structure, because basically this structure was defined by us. So we wanted to include biography, personality traits, preferred channels, some goals, some frustrations, motivations, what kind of brands do they interact with. This can be adjusted 100%, so you can work with this. So yeah, this is how easy you can generate any kind of content based on something that you already have. So look how much we have generated in the last, how much time? 20 minutes. So not only we have some creative concepts for our kind of angles to how we would like to promote this partnership. We have generated like this content based on those creative concepts. So basically, they're kind of mood boards. What is this? KitKat breakpoint. Okay, that is very cool.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, if you like anything from this list, you can easily turn this into something else. So we can also redistribute it. So let's say, I don't know which was the best.
I like this second one with the KitKat in the car. It looks really nice.
This one. Yeah. Okay, so what I can do here is I can this one, GPT image edit. So let's say we want to turn this into a billboard. So I have connected this image. Now turn this image into a billboard. Where? Do you have an idea of a place?
In Monaco.
Placed in Monaco. Okay. Okay. So now what happens is that we are using this image as a reference. and we are sending it to another idea. So if you wanted to, for example, change the language, so let's say that let's generate two at the same time. Regenerate with Spanish. Regenerate in the Spanish language, maybe. Let's do it like this. And this should be changed. This is still getting generated. Maybe when we are waiting for it, let me show some examples of the content that we have already created for different brands with the same workflow. And I just wanted to tell you again that this template will be shared with you, so you can easily also use the same steps that I did, but for your cases. So if you know Duolingo, the brand, we actually did the same. We have downloaded some files that we found on the web. We have seen what they're doing today and their creative social media posts, because they are very creative and they have a particular brand guideline. So we use this workflow to generate those mood boards for Duolingo. Then we use the same workflow that we have generated for Doritos. So that was exactly the same workflow as you will see here, but we have generated different content based on their current strategy and our ideas that we picked. And last example of the same workflow that we used, I think it was New Balance. Yeah,
we are full of questions about the images, especially. Can you quickly click in the tool button in the images and show the sizes people can generate images?
Pretty much.
So we see all the possibilities we have with image generation, which, by the way, the viewport is amazing.
Yeah. So so we just turned this image into a moodboard in the billboard in Monaco. I think you can see it's Monaco here. Not many details, but we can tell that's Monaco. So if you click configure, no, it's not here. Sorry, it's here. GPT image edit. You will see that there's a few options that you can specify. First of all, you can specify the size. So currently you have 5 of them. Square, horizontal, vertical. So basically this should cover most of your needs, because all the channels are pretty much universal in terms of all those sizes. Then you can also pick some of the styles. I think we have a lot of them already, probably like 50 or 60, I can't remember exactly. But you can also pick your style if you want them to be always following a specific style. So you can do that easily. Yeah. Okay, so this is our image, but it's, as you can see, it's in a different language. I'm not sure if that's accurate. You would have to tell me. But okay, I don't know. I don't know Spanish, so unfortunately, maybe next time I can do that. Right. So this is pretty much in terms of like how you can work with the data. That is not very, I would say, as you saw, we didn't have a lot of data to start an idea like this. We only had a pretty much simple PDF file. We saw this announcement on the website, so we decided, okay, that should be enough. But we were able to extract some of the brand guidelines, and then we were able to ideate based on all our picks. Then we create something that we called like a campaign narrative proposal. And then based on that, you actually, we generated this Instagram campaign with 7 days of ideas. And then we've generated all the copy. So we can also see that the copy includes the caption, the hashtags, and even the call to action buttons. So basically, this is pretty much ready in terms of like the asset for Instagram. So what I could do next, basically, I could, once again, I could click on the document, and now I could start following up with different ideas. Like, okay, now we have an Instagram channel. What can we do on TikTok? Bank, you would have the agents basically kind of building it for you. And this is basically vibe marketing, like how we define it. We start from something very simple with a single prompt, and then we kind of expand on this based on the goals that we have and based on where we want to go in terms of the directions of the content. Do you have any more comments or questions for now, or should we go?
1,000.
1,000. So
Okay.
pick some of them that can be answered really quickly, and for all the others, we will answer them probably in the next webinar, and also maybe we'll release some videos in the next days.
Okay, we have lots of questions here. So the ones I'm seeing, can you only add one document in the moodboard template? Can you show adding an example, another document in the moodboard? How you would do?
In the same document, or how would I create a new one?
No, if you had one more extra document about what would you do?
Pretty much. Okay, so basically, what I would do is either I would drag and drop a file from my computer. So let's say, let me add the same document once again, and let's pretend it's another one. Okay. So basically, I have just drag and dropped a file from my computer here. You will see that this is now getting generated. I mean, not generated, it is summarized. And now, when I connect it here, basically, if I regenerate that here, it will now take into consideration my next file I have just added. And then I could follow with all the steps and basically regenerate the whole thing. It's as easy as basically drag and drop the thing. Also, when you drag something to the table, it will also become part of our data room. So what you will see here now, all the files that we have added in this project and other project and other kind of workflows, they can be drag and dropped for different projects as well. So this means that you can work with the same documents, and you don't have to upload them all the time. You can upload them once and use this as templates. For example, this is very good in terms of like following brand guidelines. So for example, if you create a brand guideline document, you can save this to your data room, and then you can basically always use it as reference to be followed across the whole generation.
Exactly. We have one more question that you can let us know if it is doable or not. So someone wants to know if there is a one image, so a square image that you like, you want to use it as a reference to switch to a 16:9, so a horizontal image. Is it doable with the edit image generator to change the ratio?
It is doable. Basically, this is square. This is more horizontal. So if you click this one, you would get this horizontal image.
You have to click on those, because when you click on that, we cannot exactly see all the options.
Okay, sorry. I thought you saw them. So basically, let me now show the other picks. So this is the one that will get you a horizontal output, I think, like you need. Also, okay, because now I'm focusing all the time on GPT images. Of course, this is one of the best models out there, but we also have others. So for example, if you pick ideogram, so here you'll actually see that, here you'll see all the possibilities. So you can just pick one of them, and it will follow the structure of the image that you want it to be. So with ideogram, you can actually get that. And to be honest, ideogram is also a very good model in terms of images. So, and the best thing is that we can use the same prompt like here, and we can actually use ideogram, we can use stable diffusion, we can use DALL-E, we can use Recraft, and based on one single prompt, I can check all the others and then compare the best results. If you want to experiment with different LLMs and see the results and the differences between different models, you can also experiment with that really easily here. Of course, we're picking GPT images right now, and we are kind of prioritizing it because it can follow as you will see, the images, and you can easily prompt the same image for others. And also you can use references. So you don't have to use one image as reference. So for example, if you had like a pack shot, you could either upload like 5 images of pack shots and then connect it to a single block as a reference. So GPT images, they actually allow it. So this is why I'm using it as the example here. Yep.
Okay. Can I make other questions to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there a way to connect to social media APIs to directly publish to social media accounts?
I think we answered that already. So I told you that it's coming. It's not here. It's not yet connected to APIs of social media channels, but this is our direction. So we basically, when we click generate, then we want to also click publish, and you will also be able to publish from here. It's not ready yet, but it's on our roadmap. Yeah.
Okay, last thing, can you just show us how you would save the image and later download it to your
Great
project?
question. So there's multiple ways. First of all, with every generation, you'll see this full screen button here. So when you click on it, you will actually see this in full screen. And now I can click right, and I can either save this as an image, or I can open this image in a new tab. Like here, I just opened this in a new tab. And this is one. The second one is you can save this. So let me now click the save button. And now I'm going back into the project. So you'll see that we have now saved two files. One of them was the document. The other was this image. So this is how you are able to save pretty much every content from the table, from the board, not just images, but also the documents. And this is how you can work with this content. Yeah.
So one more question that I think we received already a time ago that I remember now, which is something we'll be launching very soon, is that the prompts, you will have soon the option to let AI enhance the prompt you do. So you can start with a small input and you will have an option for AI to expand the topic. So that's also something we'll probably will be seeing by next week, right?
Yes, we'll see that next week. I think that, yeah, it's safe to say if it's going to be there next week because we actually saw it today and it's already developed. So basically what it's going to be like is that here next to the prompt, for example, here, there is going to be a button that's going to say enhance prompt. So this way we will quickly like enhance any prompt that you'll type into the tool. Yeah.
And Austin just made a question if a client has little to no digital footprint. So how would we start with that? What would be our suggestion?
I think like starting with the agent, if you have, let's say, if you don't have a lot of data, is always going to be the best. Because, if you see the whole reasoning process behind any question to our agent, it can really answer most of the marketing kind of tasks and challenges and use cases we have seen so far. It was like 2 weeks ago, we actually generated new chocolate flavors for Milka based on deep research and Generation Z profiles and competition analysis. And the only thing we did is basically we asked this agent, like, can you find the new flavor for Milka based on Gen Z preferences? And even if we didn't have a lot of data, it actually succeeded with it. And, it conducted a very deep process to finally be able to recommend the flavors for Milka. So whenever you have something that you want to validate, the agents here are going to be the best answer. Even here, like we didn't have a lot of data to start with the process. We only had, this public information, and that was it. So.
And sometimes you can even start with your competitors' data, and then once you start gathering your own, it will be enhancing. So we have a market research, so you can understand your industry, you can get insights on your competitions. This can also be a kickstart point if you have a client that has almost no digital footprint. So our time, it's almost over. One last thing I would like you to do, Rafael, is to show us, like, I love this template and I want to use for other brands, other clients I may have. How would I use that?
Okay. Let's say that we are now building a new project, not for KitKat and not for Formula One. So let's call it, I don't know, workflow idea. And here in the top left corner, you will see workflow templates. And all of those templates, they are accessible for everyone. So these are not like premium templates that are kind of, hidden. This is the one that we use today. It's called moodboard generator. If you click this use template button, you will see that now our new canvas is ready with the data that should be filled there. The only thing you have to do is basically start with the data. So you can either choose a file like I did with the PDF or a website, or to be honest, if you don't need to use a website, then like you can just remove it and only start from your file. Or the other way, if you only have your website, but you don't have a PDF file, also feel free to start with it. And as you asked before, you can also have more than 2 sources of data that is going to inform. If you click right and click show all edges, you will actually see how the data flows from one point to another. If you click once again and you click hide, you can also remove it so you don't see them all the time, because sometimes they can get really messy and there can be thousands of connections. So basically, you adjust this data and you start generating this. You start clicking this generate button and you follow on with all the steps for each of it. And like I did this example, then I started to basically add my own ideas to this content. So then it wasn't just the mood boards. Then we turned this mood boards into a campaign. This is how you start with every project. And you can pretty much use it for any different client and every different idea that you have today.
Perfect. We have just one more question. Can we bring in our own prompts to use? Will there be a prompt repository later? Which actually it's a very good idea. Just quick show us again how you can create your own prompts to the platform. And I think we're good.
Yeah, pretty much. So whenever you want to adjust a prompt for maybe from the agent. So let's actually show the prompt that the agent wrote. So you click configure here, and then you will see this is the prompt that our agent wrote. But I am 100% flexible, and I can actually change anything. So if we want to change something here, I can just remove this. I can actually remove everything and just write my own prompt if I want it. And also, if you drag and drop your next block that is empty first, you click configure, you pick your model, and then you actually write your own prompt here. Then you save it, you click generate, and it's getting generated. So this is how you can bring it. And you can modify every single step and everything from here, including the images, of course. You can also modify the prompts. Yeah.
Okay. So it's exactly 1 hour since we started. We have lots of questions, and I will be gladly, happily answering them via email, because after this webinar, I will send you an email with everything we have just created together with the workflow template that I also shared in the chat. If you don't have a digital first AI account yet, we have this code that I'm just putting here, Vive20. This can ensure you a 20% discount by creating your account. So it's also a good opportunity, and it's valid in the next 48 hours. So this is your chance also, if you're interested in boosting your marketing, your team with AI, with everything that you just saw that we can do. We are offering this to you. So
I will also add that before subscribing, just create your freemium account if you don't have it first. We are very generous in terms of credits. So basically, every single day, the limits are going from the scratch. So we have like 100 credits every day. So first, fall in love with the tool, and then we hope that you can use this almost daily.
Exactly. Which, by the way, we had one question about credits. Correct me if I'm wrong. 1 generation equals 1 credit. Does it change for image and video? I'm not sure.
Yeah. It depends on the complexity of a particular LLM, but I think you can simplify it by saying that. But it can be different from one model to another. So, but yeah, 100 is a lot, so we can still do a lot.
you can still do a lot. Exactly. Okay, I think that's it for today. We're very glad that you joined us. So the other questions I have to answer via email because it's just too much.
We're so happy that you are very active. Probably next webinar is going to be here in the next weeks. So we're going to think about some use cases. If you have an idea about the use cases that you would like us to go through, you can always send it to us. And thank you so much for all the comments, for all the questions. And I hope that you will start vibing as early as tomorrow or even today.
Okay, thank you guys. I wish you
Thank
a
you so much.
happy evening, day. Bye.
See you.